Are you having trouble with a toilet that runs constantly or periodically turns on by itself? Not only is this a nuisance, it is a huge waste of water.
He is a master plumber. He is a plumbing contractor. He is a plumbing instructor with over 20 years of plumbing experience. He is Plumber Tom.
Hey, Plumber Tom here. If you're having trouble with a toilet that runs when it should not, you've come to the right place. Before we go into how to fix that though, I want to make sure that you understand how a toilet works. The tank type toilet is fairly basic in its parts, but there are a number of things that could go wrong that would cause it to run when it should not. Over to you, Commentator Tom.
Inside of a toilet tank, there are three basic moving parts that work together to create a flush. The first is the fill valve. The purpose of a fill valve is to allow water into the tank and to keep it at a proper level for the flush. Fluid Master makes some excellent low-profile adjustable fill valves. Next, we have the flush valve, which consists of the opening from the tank to the bowl, an overflow standpipe, and a flapper with a chain connected to the handle. Fluid Master also makes some excellent adjustable replacement options for the flush valve with flappers that are resistant to the corrosion of chlorine. The opening and closing of the flapper on the flush valve that actually creates the flush of the toilet. Finally, we have the handle, which may come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but which has the simple purpose of lifting the chain of the flapper to initiate the flush of the flush valve. In a normal flush cycle, the handle will lift the flapper with the chain, the flapper will open, the water will escape the tank, flushing the bowl. Then, the fill valve will slowly refill the tank with water until it comes to the proper level, at which point the fill valve should shut off entirely, ready to flush again.
If a toilet is constantly running, there are a number of things that can go wrong. First of all, it could be the flapper being held open by the handle. If the chain to the handle is too short, it may be holding the flapper open, allowing all the water to escape from the tank, and then of course the fill valve will continue to run to try and refill that. Then you'd have a constant flowing. If the flapper is being held open by the handle, you can make an adjustment to the chain, lengthen that a little bit so that it can lay down properly against the seat of the flush valve. On the other hand, if the fill valve is malfunctioning, it may be constantly running just because it has filled the tank all the way to the top, but it's not shutting off all the way, and water is going into the overflow pipe. If the fill valve is constantly running, you may be able to make an adjustment to the float, bringing the water level down a little further so that it won't run into the overflow. If the fill valve itself is just bad and won't shut off regardless, it would just need to be replaced. If the toilet turns on periodically by itself, it's not a ghost in your house. What's happening is the water is slow seeping, usually past the flapper, and the tank will slowly drain down. Once it gets to a certain level, the fill valve will then try to refill the tank, bring it back to the level it should be, and shut off again. This will repeat over and over as water slowly seeps from the tank. Simple repair for this, in most cases, is to replace the flapper. Occasionally, both the fill valve and the flapper are in good shape, but it's just the handle that's causing problems. If the handle's not allowing the flapper to close all the way, or if the chain is getting tied up, those are simple things that can cause a malfunction in the toilet. Of course, a broken handle will be obvious, and you can replace that handle, reconnect the chain, and that should take care of any handle issues. Otherwise, simple adjustments to the chain length or to the orientation or elevation of that handle can take care of problems caused by the handle malfunction. Hopefully this video improves your understanding of toilet tanks, the parts that are in them, and how you might make some repairs. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share with a friend. Have a great day. Thank you for watching Plumber Tom. Be sure to like and subscribe.